Hello, Anais. I'm sending you this last video of this series about Kalachakra, which will wind up the identity of Kalachakra, because I could make 50 videos, but you're telling me that you're very busy with a lot of engagements and a lot of things which you're committed to. You have commitments, and so rather than continue with many more videos, because I think it's important that I stop making these videos now, because otherwise what I do will not be possible for you to do any kind of feedback or synopsis or summary of it if it's too much. And I think that already now seven videos, there'll be 8 videos in 3 days, will probably be more on your plate than you can handle. So I think it's better for me to stop doing them now, and also for me, I don't think it'll be beneficial for me nor for you. So I don't think it'll work from either side. And so I don't think it's useful to stack up with new videos. It's where I could develop the nitty-gritty details of these ideas. So you see, I have to go and make new videos myself, which are which address the general public. I have to do that now, because I've been doing this zoom in on Kalachakra, which I haven't done before. So this is a first, and I have signs of encouragement for the general videos. People who have seen them, and I've looked at a couple of my general videos, which are the general idea about Obama and 666 and the Antichrist and the various things which I exposed to people about that, and those are very efficient. They're very efficient. They're efficient, and they touch everybody. Whereas these Kalachakra videos are just for a very small university public. So, so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop these videos, and the way I'm going to stop them is to wind up the ideas of what we've already talked about, so that we can get to that. I said to you in the first video that Kalachakra is a Buddhist deity, so it embodies the principles of Buddhism, which are the rejection of sacrifice, the rejection of the idea of a god, and the rejection of the caste system. So but Kalachakra embodies the Mongol transgressing of the religious boundaries between religions. The Mongols would talk to people of any religion, and they'd go and invade countries, and they'd adopt the local religion because they were ruling these people. And the Mongols were very elastic, and so they'd very quickly convert. So I've talked to you a little bit about the Mongols who were Christians, both Hulagu's mother and sister and wife, but also his cousins or his brothers who were Khans in Russia. They converted to Christianity. So you have Mongols who are Christians, you have Mongols who are Buddhists, you have in the same family, the same cousins, you have the same brothers. One would be Buddhist, one would be Christian, one would be shamanistic, another would be Islamic. So they transgress these boundaries very easily. For them, there's no limit sectarian boundary, and they just jump over these differences with a lot of freedom and very elastically. They were very, very changeable. So, I explained to you previously that the Kalachakra was like the blueprint because it all came from Hulagu to begin with. He was the father, the fountainhead. He was the fountainhead, and he was practitioner of Kalachakra. So no matter who came after him, the blueprint and the seed, the first mold was Kalachakra. This Kalachakra was like a net which was spread all over this area of Iran, and Hulagu's empire was very vast, extremely vast. It was Iran, Iraq, Syria, Turkey, all the southern Russian border with Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, and half of Afghanistan. There was a small half of Afghanistan which belonged to another tribe of Mongol emperors, but which was very small. The main one was, that small Mongol empire in half of Afghanistan was also Buddhist, so it was influenced by the same sources. But the brother of Hulagu was Monkey, and in Mongolia, and he was also a Kalachakra follower. And his son was Kubilai Khan, who became the Mongol emperor in China. And they were also Kalachakra followers. So Kalachakra's net of influence was from Turkey to Vladivostok and the Japanese Channel, the Pacific Ocean. So that was the scope of Kalachakra under Monkey and Hulagu and Kubilai. And now what I'm going to explain to you is, just as Monkey's dynasty went on to Kubilai in China, Hulagu's dynasty went on to his son in Iran, who was a Muslim. And his father was a Kalachakra follower, so the Kalachakra tradition came down to this Muslim son. And afterwards, his son was a Buddhist again. So you see the Kalachakra openness and tolerance for others was evident, and you had the same family line was going to a Muslim and then coming back to a Buddhist, and then afterwards going off to Muslims again. Now Iran is Muslim, but Iran was founded by the Mongols. They were founding fathers of the Islam of today, and that's why it's very important to get into this. Now I'm going to be able to wind this up in a very nice way. You have two Islam. You have the Islam before the destruction of Baghdad, and then the Islam after the destruction of Baghdad by Kalachakra. So the Islam after is the Kalachakra Islam. The Islam which you see today in the world is the Islam of the Kalachakra. It's not the Islam of Muhammad and the beginnings of Islam. That was destroyed, and the Kalachakra emperor Hulagu, he created the Islam as he wanted to make it. It was an Islam which was a combination of the forces which destroyed. It was an Islam which was tolerant of Christians, tolerant of Buddhism, because they all cohabitated. They lived together, they worked together, they united, and they collaborated. It's a collaboration. Kalachakra is the symbol, all worldwide, of collaboration between opposing factions or different factions, different religions. And so the Islam which came down from the Mongol Khans, which is the Islam of Baghdad, which is the Islam of Iran, and it's without borders. It's the Islam of Turkey, it's the Islam of Syria. This all comes from the Mongols. And they're still in power. The Mongol descendants are still the elites which are in power throughout those lands. And they were influenced by this Kalachakra tolerance and transgressing of the borders between them. And how did this happen? Well, this was like beauty surgeons, you know, who redo the scalpel of Kalachakra came and cut all these things up and molded the modern forms of Christianity and Islam and Buddhism which we have today. That's why the Tibetans venerate Kalachakra above all, because it's so transcendental. I'm going to have to stop now because it's going to be too much for you. And so this will be the final one. And so you can review these as you like and whatever, because I know that you're busy, so probably this will be the end of this series. And I know that I've riled you people up with the Hindu talk so much that I feel that there's going to be a lot of backlash from that. Okay, that's it. Bye.